Welcome. I'm Malcolm Wiseman, and you are tuning in to the Organ Systems News. Today, we have a wonderful story on the respiratory system, the integumentary system, and the skeletal system. Starting with the respiratory system, we know that its main function is to provide for gas exchange in the body, expelling CO2 and taking in oxygen. Components of the respiratory system are the lungs, the trachea, and the nasal cavity and the pharynx. COVID-19 is wreaking havoc on the respiratory system. It causes for acute lung failure, which causes for the patients to then come on ventilators. Next, we have the integumentary system. The integumentary system is composed of the skin, nails, and hair. The integumentary system provides protection to the internal body from outside bacteria and viruses. Lastly, we have the skeletal system. The skeletal system's main function we know is to provide structure and function for the body. A couple components of the skeletal system are the femur, the tibia, the fibula, and the skull. And that's all we have for those three systems. On to you, Sam.
Thanks, Malcolm. In tonight's special report, we have information on the importance of the nervous system, the muscular system, the cardiovascular system, and how COVID affects each respective system. The world of medicine has found information about each organ and its overall functions. First, we have the nervous system. This specific system plays a significant role in day-to-day activities, such as getting up in the morning, to remembering things, thoughts, readings, and emotions. The nervous system has three main functions, which are the sensory, motor output, and information processing. The brain, spinal cord, and sensory organs also consist of the nervous system. There are a lot of effects on the nervous system when it comes to COVID. Studies show that problems would be headaches, seizures, strokes, and the loss of smell and taste. Secondly, we have the muscular system. Its main responsibility is mainly the movement of the human body. This system is split into three unique parts: the skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscles. Its main purpose contributes to maintaining posture, circulation of blood, and body flow. If an individual were to have COVID, the muscular system would be mainly affected. The patient would develop myalgia, an infected musculoskeletal system, and damaged tissue. Lastly, scientists have shown reports on how COVID affects the cardiovascular system. Cardiac arrhythmias, vascular inflammation, and myocarditis are some things that are going to affect the body when COVID-19 is present. Within the cardiovascular system, there are four main functions: the transportation of nutrients, gas, and waste products around the body, the protection of the body from blood loss, and maintenance of body temperature and fluid balance. The cardiovascular system consists of the heart, blood, and blood vessels. For further details on the endocrine, reproductive, and digestive systems, we're going live to our OS News anchor, Taylor Baker. Reporting live from Prairie View A&M University, this is Samuel Labassi for OS News. Back to you, Taylor.
Good evening. My name is Taylor Baker, and thank you for joining me in this Organ System exclusive. As you heard from my colleagues, COVID-19, also known as the coronavirus, is wreaking havoc in our bodies. Not only does it affect the cardiovascular and respiratory systems, but it affects the digestive system as well. If you are unaware, the digestive system breaks down food into absorbable units which enter the blood for distribution to the cells for nutrients. Food that isn't digestible leaves through the body by waste systems. The main organs in the system are the esophagus, liver, stomach, large and small intestines, rectum, and anus. Those with coronavirus are unable to absorb nutrients into their bodies because this pathogen causes diarrhea, loss of appetite, and vomiting. The next system we will discuss is the endocrine system. This is one of the most important systems of your body when it comes to communication for homeostasis. It consists of glands that secrete hormones that regulate bodily processes such as growth, reproduction, and metabolism. Some of the important glands are the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, the thymus, the adrenal glands, and the pancreas. Lastly, I will discuss the reasons that we're all here today, our renowned reproductive system. The function of the reproductive system is primarily the production and maintenance of offspring, as well as the production of sex hormones. The different parts of this system have different jobs, such as the mammary glands, producing milk for offspring, the ovaries and the testes, which produce egg and sperm respectively, while simultaneously being the site of production for sex hormones, as well as the uterus for housing and nurturing an embryo to a fetus. Well, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us, and watch for further updates regarding your organ system and how COVID affects them. Please stay tuned for a brief public service announcement about how to stay safe from the virus during this season.
Wash your hands thoroughly, sneeze in your sleep respectfully. I don't wanna get corona, no, I don't wanna get it. Make sure you do what doctors told ya. I'm gonna cough in the rag, not gonna sneeze in my hand. I won't touch my eyes, my ears, my nose with both of my hands. I don't wanna get it. Droplets spread, they can go in your eyes or into your ears.